vegetable oils are not as healthy as we were made to believe. Secondly, if it is safe to reuse vegetable oils that has once been used to fry. Third, the best vegetable oils and generally the best oils for cooking. Lastly, how to properly store our oils. Hi, you're welcome to Mind, Soul and Body with Obii. This is a health, education and wellness channel. If this is your first time on my channel, please hit on that subscribe button and tap on the notification bell to instantly get notified anytime I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for stopping by. This is a very interesting discussion. I had wanted this video to be about the negative health effects of using unbranded vegetable oils and the need for people to choose from the healthy ranges of the vegetable oils that we have in the market today. But during the course of my research, I found out that our in quotes healthy and heart-friendly vegetable oils were not as healthy as we were meant to believe. Before I go into this discussion in food, I want to give us a brief overview of what fats and oil are and why they are important in our everyday diet. Fats and oil are one of the 6 classes of food. Fats form the structural components of our cells, such as the cell membrane. Fat helps to cushion delicate internal organs, such as the heart and the kidney. Fats are stored up in our body and they are utilized during exercise, starvation, and fasting. Lastly, fats help in the digestion, absorption, and transportation of fat-soluble vitamins, which are vitamins A, D, E, and K. Having said all this, you will definitely agree with me that with all these important and delicate functions, we need to include healthy and heart-friendly oils in our diets. By way of classification, fats are grouped into saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fat is a type of fat in which the fatty acid chains have all single bonds. That is, there is no presence of a double bond. Saturated fats are derived from both plants and animal sources, including lard, olive oil, butter, cheese, coconut oil, and palm kernel oil. For decades and up until now, there has been this misconception and misinformation about saturated fats being linked to an increased risk for heart diseases. Newer researches have shown that there is no link between saturated fats and an increased risk for heart disease. The question that might probably be running through your minds are saturated fats really healthy for consumption? Yes, they are, because 1, they are not easily oxidized. Saturated fats are not oxidized on exposure to high heat and oxygen. Second, these oils are not chemically processed. Saturated fats are not chemically processed with carcinogenic chemicals like hexane and straight-run gasoline, unlike our vegetable oils. And lastly, they have a good ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. So both omega-6 and omega-3 fatty acids are essential fatty acids, which means that your body does not produce them. Therefore, your body has to get it from the food you consume. Omega-6 fatty acid is healthy, but it should be consumed with moderation. The World Health Organization's recommended ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acid is 4:1. Polyunsaturated fats. So the polyunsaturated fats are fats which have one or more double bonds attached to their chemical structure. We have the monounsaturated fats, which has just one chemical bond attached to its chemical structure, and the polyunsaturated fats, which has 2 or more double bonds attached to their chemical structure. So the main problem or the main issue with these polyunsaturated fats is that the presence of these double bonds make them susceptible to oxidation by oxygen and high heat. This brings us to the first question of the day. Why are vegetable oils not as healthy as we thought they were? Vegetable oils are made from plant seeds. These plant seeds include soybean, sunflower, safflower, cottonseed, corn, peanut, and palm kernel, sometimes palm kernel. So when you hear all these names, you might be thinking they should be healthy since they are made from plants. But the important point to note here is that these oils are extracted with harsh and carcinogenic chemicals like hexane and sometimes straight-run gasoline, and they are exposed to a very high temperature before they become the finished products that we see and admire. I am not sure that a product that goes through the gummy, bleaching by hazardous chemicals and deodorizers is the best oil for your heart and your health in particular. We discussed about omega-6 fatty acid and how it should be consumed in moderation. Most of the vegetable oils in the market have a high ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, between 10:1 and 35:1, as against the World Health Organization's recommended ratio of 4:1. Research has shown that too much omega-6 fatty acid could lead to inflammation, clogged artery, heart diseases, and an increased risk for cancer. The second question for the day: is it safe to reuse vegetable oils that has once been used to fry? A very toxic chemical compound called HNE, 4-hydroxynonenal, is produced when oils are heated. HNE has been linked as one of the possible causal agents of numerous diseases such as neurodegenerative disease, adult respiratory syndrome, cataracts, chronic inflammation, atherogenesis, diabetes, and different types of cancers. Most of the vegetable oils in the market contain this harmful compound HNE by virtue of the high level of heat they were exposed to during processing. So the more you heat your vegetable oils and reuse it, the more it accumulates this harmful compound called HNE. So the second reason why you shouldn't reuse your oil is that at this point, these oils are heated way beyond their smoke point. A smoke point, an oil smoke point, is the burning point of an oil. In simple terms, it is the temperature at which an oil begins to produce continuous bluish smoke, which is clearly visible. And at this stage, these oils are loaded with free radicals that are not healthy for consumption. So it is important that when you are done with frying, especially deep frying, please discard your oils because it is no longer healthy for consumption. At this point, you might be asking, what then are the healthy oils for cooking and the healthy oils for our health? Saturated fats are the best oils that you can use for cooking. Saturated fats are the best oils for your health. Saturated fats are not easily oxidized on exposure to heat. They have a very high smoke point. They are not processed with harmful and toxic chemicals, and they have a good ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. Most of the healthy oils that you can use for cooking. One is ghee or clarified butter. Butter is made from cow's milk. So when cow's milk is churned, butter is separated from it. Ghee is made when butter is slightly heated to remove the milk solids, making it lactose-free. Ghee is more like a traditional cooking oil in India, and as it stands, ghee is the best cooking oils for you. Ghee is rich in fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K2, and it is also rich in conjugate linoleic acid, the amino acid found almost exclusively in grass-fed animals. Conjugate linoleic acid is now believed to protect against cancers, heart diseases, and type 2 diabetes. This oil has a lot of nutritious and important health benefits. Ghee is a saturated fat. It has a high smoke point, making it an ideal oil for cooking and frying at a very high temperature. Second is coconut oil. Coconut oil has many important health benefits. It supports heart health, it boosts metabolism, and it benefits the skin. It is a saturated fat, making it an ideal oil for cooking. Please stick with virgin coconut oil. Most times, this oil brings this coconutty flavor to your dishes. But if you are not comfortable with this flavor, you can decide to go with the refined coconut oil. It has a higher smoke point and less coconutty flavor. It is still a healthy option for cooking, but it is not as nutritious as our unrefined coconut oil. You might also decide to use cold-pressed coconut oil. They are all healthy for cooking, but please avoid hydrogenated coconut oil treated with hexane. Third is butter. Butter is full of beneficial fat-soluble vitamins A, E, and K2. It also contains short and medium-chain fatty acids and conjugate linoleic acids. All of this helps it to support your immune system, protect your brain, and keep you healthy. It also helps to fight inflammation and improve gut health. Butter is recommended for low-heat cooking because it contains tiny amounts of proteins and sugars, and for this reason it gets burned during high-heat cooking. If you want to use butter for high-heat cooking, then you have to make clarified butter or ghee, which can be used for high-heat cooking. Or better still, you can get clarified butter or ghee from the market. 4 is olive oil. Olive oil is a heart-healthy fat that contains beneficial antioxidants and has been shown to have anti-inflammatory properties. Olive oil is good for cold foods like salad dressing and drizzling over foods, but it can also be used for low-heat cooking. Please stick with extra virgin oil. It contains more nutrients and antioxidants than the refined type. 5 is palm oil, our very own palm oil made from palm fruits. Palm oils are loaded with antioxidants, vitamin E, and carotenoids. Palm oils are a very great and healthy option for cooking, especially high-heat cooking, because it has a very high smoke point. Number 6, animal fats like lard, tallow, and bacon drippings. Animal fats, especially those gotten from grass-fed animals, are rich in saturated fatty acid. Lard is gotten from pig, tallow is gotten from beef, while bacon drippings are oils gotten from slightly heating the sides of pig. All these animal oils are also safe and healthy to use for cooking. So the last question for the day: how do we properly store our oils? It is important that we store our oils in cool, dry, and dark places so that they are less likely to oxidize and go rancid. The key factors to the oxidative damage of oils are heat, oxygen, and light. Ensure that you tighten the lids of your oil. Again, do not buy oils in large quantity so that you don't have to store them for a long time. But if you have already bought oil in large quantity, don't worry. Just pour out a good amount of the oil in a container and keep, and then get to cover the bigger and more bulky oil and store it in a cool, dry, and dark place. In this way, you get to preserve the quality of the more bulky oil by reducing its exposure to light, oxygen, and heat. This has really been a long and educative discussion. I learned a lot, and I know you did too. Now you have all the information you need to make the best decisions on the oils that you use. You need to share these videos with your family and friends. You need to share this video with that person you know who has a heart condition and has been using the bad oils, thinking that they were the heart-healthy oil. Please share this video with them so that they too can be informed. Watch my videos about stroke and hypertension so that you also get informed about these various disease conditions. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to turn on your notification so that you instantly get notified anytime I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again in my other videos. Until then, stay healthy, mind, soul and body.